Good morning. I am 5 minutes earlier today, and I'm doing our session again from home because it's so windy outside. I don't think I can hear anything, even with my super noise canceling earphones. Well, and needless to say, it's cold for me. So I retreated back home. Let's see if I can tag everybody. Good morning, Joey. Good morning, John. Good morning, Jean. Sorry. All right, it is time for us to start. And today we will continue looking at the guideline of delight, but from the standpoint of training our heart to take delight in whatever the world has to offer. As Sufi poet Hafiz wrote, "One regret, dear world, that I am determined not to have when I'm lying on my deathbed is that I did not kiss you enough. One regret, dear world, that I am determined not to have when I'm lying on my deathbed is that I did not kiss you enough." And that's why we want to train our hearts in delighting in the world's smallest wonders, so that we don't have this one regret on our deathbeds. And of course, this sounds simple, but really, how easy is it to step out of our habitual ways of seeing the world, of seeing ourselves, our dear ones, our life in general, and look for the goodness right here in this very moment. It actually involves a certain risk to stop looking for happiness outside of ourselves, outside of this moment. If I have this money, then I'll be happy. If I go live in this place, then I'll be happy. If this person changes the behavior, then of course I'll be much happier. But to really see that happiness is an inside job, involves a certain risk, certain responsibility. It's a risk of turning inward, listening to your own heart, when the world would rather sell you on searching for answers outside of yourself. Yet when you begin to discover delight, happiness, contentment, connection, right here in your everyday life, you effortlessly embody happiness with ease. It doesn't have to be hard. And when you begin to follow, well, first to understand what deeply delights your heart, and then to follow whatever it is, then you live your life aligned with your truth. And that is true freedom, which is very delightful. So let's explore this together. Explore taking this risk of stepping out of our habitual ways of seeing the world and start looking fearlessly for whatever delights are available in the present moment in our heart. So take a comfortable position, and as usual, take a few moments to settle in and to notice all the circumstances of your practice, both internal and external. Remembering that really the boundary between the internal and external is pretty artificial, that with each breath cycle, you can feel this boundary getting dissolved. Your inner becomes the outer, and the outer becomes your inner. Let this breath be easy, uncontrolled. Allow effortlessness into your whole system, body, mind, and heart. And the practice that we're going to do today is called One Delight a Day. And of course, I'll invite you to practice it outside of our mindful mornings, taking it into your daily life. A poet, Rumi, said, "Every object, every being is a jar full of delight." Every object, every being is a jar full of delight. So we just need to find it. This practice is simple, and yet it can profoundly shift your mood and really change your life. So right now, wherever you're doing this practice with us, together with us, really open your eyes, open your ears, open your awareness, and most importantly, open your heart. Maybe even put your hand or both hands on top of your heart and just look around you with all your senses involved. Look for just one delight right here, right now, in this very moment. The delight that your heart is following. And of course, it can be anything super simple. Maybe it's the smell of your child's hair, your hands around a warm mug of tea, the way your puppy looks at you, the color of the sky, the sound of rain or wind. So, whatever it is for you, whatever delight you have just found that your heart follows, connect with it deeply with all your senses and stay with this delight, feeling it in your body for the next minute. I'll be silent for that. So just breathe this delight in and allow it to fill your whole system, body, mind, and heart. Of course, if you get distracted by a thought or sensation, don't judge yourself. It's fine. It's normal. This is what our brain does. Simply come back to this one delight that you're really taking in, that you're breathing in. How does it feel in your body to connect with it? Where exactly in your body do you feel it? Or maybe there's one area that's more prominently connecting with it. How does your heart feel about this? What thoughts are coming up? So mindfully examining what is going on right now that you found this one simple delight that your heart wants to follow. Now take a moment and imagine this delight that you have been connecting with as a precious jewel. Visualize taking it into your hands and place your hands on top of your heart, sealing this delight into your heart, allowing to be in the treasure chest of the energy of your heart throughout your day or for however long you wish, maybe for life, if you remember it's there. As you do this, with your hand or both hands on your heart, give sincere thanks for this moment. You can say something like, "How wonderful this is," or Thank you for being in my life. And let's complete the practice by sending a message into the world so that all living beings may experience such simple delights that are everywhere if we just open our hearts and allow our heart to follow the delights. So may all living beings experience simple delights. How wonderful that would be. As you go through your day today, I invite you to follow your heart to find more of these super simple delights. A cup of coffee, a look on your loved one's face, a way your pet asks for food or whatever. And just let yourself bask in them. Really connect to that moment, not just in passing, dismissing it. Ah, yeah, that's nice, that's it. But really recognizing it, acknowledging it, and staying with it for a few seconds. Building your sort of library of simple delights so that you can call on them in the time of darkness and sadness. And remember, oh my God, my life is actually full of delights. I'm just not seeing it at the moment. And every time you remember to do it, to connect with the delight that your heart chooses, send a wish out into the world that all living beings may experience such simple yet amazingly satisfying delights. How wonderful life would be. How wonderful the world would be. Thank you so much for being here today. Have a beautiful day, and I will see you tomorrow.